Up next, we welcome Dr. Yogita Loya from Germany, homeopathic practitioner, board member of the Meissner-Hahnemann Zentrum, and a global voice in holistic healthcare. With expertise spanning nutrition, mental health, and yoga, she brings years of clinical experience to explore how homeopathy can be integrated into primary healthcare. It's yours now. The stage, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. Namaste. I'm Dr. Yogita Loya, basically from India. I'm a homeopathic doctor, and I'm living in Germany since 2 years. And my today's topic is integrating homeopathy into primary health care. My main core argument is simple. It's our system wants pluralistic healthcare and a pluralistic health system, but the integrity depends on ethical and fact-based communication. We stand at a critical crossroad where public demand for pluralistic healthcare is increasing, but there is a big infodemic where information or misinformation about anything that erodes public health. And homeopathy is often targeted for polarization, while because on the one hand, we can see here, there are some websites like Wikipedia, and this is a government website from Australia, which shows there is no effect and evidence for homeopathy, and it does not work. And on the other hand, there is a strong patient demands, and even state support in countries like Switzerland, India, Germany, Brazil, and many more. But why this division? It comes from methodological mismatch. Conventional reviews rely mainly on the randomized control trial. But randomized control trials are designed for single drug targeting single disease, which does not fit in homeopathy because homeopathy is individualized and complex. So to move beyond ideological debate, we must ground our discussion in clinical reality. There is a small case from my practice that I will show you now. This is a patient with rheumatoid arthritis. He's suffering since 10 years, and he has repeated jaundice and kidney stones. He took treatments for 10 years, but conventional systems did not change any long-term course. And after coming in homeopathic approach, we considered his symptom totality, not only physical symptoms like stiffness in knee, heavy sweating, irritability to sun and noise, but also mental symptoms like he has deep concerns about what others will think about him, and he has suppressed anger. And here is the result. Within 3 months of treatment, the patient reported 60% overall improvement. And here is these reports, which is very important. It shows reduction in inflammatory markers like immunoglobulins and rheumatoid factors. In almost 1 year, it is half something. And now comes the question, what is ethics and what is an ethical claim? Homeopathy's ethical foundation are clearly expressed in Samuel Hahnemann's Organon of Medicine. In very first sections, paragraph 1 to 4, he states that physicians' only and high mission is to cure the patients. He did not mention homeopathic physician. So all physicians' only and high mission is to cure the patient. And that too, how should be the cure? Gently, permanently, harmlessly, and it should be reliable. Physicians must also be well informed about medicines, their effects, diseases, and preservation of health. This imposes an extraordinary ethical standard to homeopathy. Homeopathy's principle of minimum dose and its focus on individual response means that its ethical claim is fundamentally about healing and not profit. It contrasts with profit-driven model of medicine and has become politically charged. That is why ethical communication in healthcare must therefore uphold human dignity and support individuals' freedom to make their own choices. And how we can achieve this, I have just made a 4-pillar framework for responsible integration. And here is the first, informed consent. Beyond legal requirements, practitioners, whether homeopathic, allopathic, or Ayurvedic, must be transparent about their therapeutic principles and possible effects. In homeopathy, for example, this includes explaining core principles like similia similibus curanter, like cures like, and the minimum dose, as well as acknowledging the current state of scientific evidence. In conventional medicine, this includes disclosing, for example, the side effects of steroids and limitations of treatment for chronic diseases, where patients have to take long-term, like lifelong treatments. Second is outcome reporting. This includes, while debate over standardized randomized controlled trials continues, all practitioners should encourage to systematically collect data and report patient outcomes. This creates a robust body of real-world evidence that provides valuable insight into treatment effectiveness and patient experience. Our third pillar is patient autonomy. As the colleague before me also said, patient must be clearly receive unbiased information to make genuine choices. For example, they should be informed for the long-term risk of antibiotics and hormone therapies and anti-inflammatories, as well as safer alternative options in sensitive cases like in children, in elderly people. Homeopaths also have an ethical duty to recognize emergencies and surgical cases and refer patients accordingly when required. Our fourth and last pillar is research. In research, the highly individualized nature of homeopathy does not fit the one-size-fits-all model of randomized trials. Therefore, pragmatic clinical research in real-world settings, along with mixed method research that combine qualitative and quantitative approaches, are essential. This would allow a more accurate evaluation of complex intervention. Importantly, complementary medicine should be included in mainstream academic research without needing to constantly fighting for integrity. It is responsibility of governments, not the physicians. Let's now talk about a small study that I did over India, Germany, Brazil, and Switzerland. First, in India, homeopathy is fully integrated under the Ministry of Ayush with robust infrastructure, over 200 colleges and dedicated hospitals. For fiscal year of 2024-25, the national budget of Ayush was over 37 crore rupees. In Germany, homeopathy is regulated under German Drug Act, available as an additional qualification for medical doctors and reimbursed by some insurances, and however, it lacks in the formal academic framework. Brazil indicates integration has been driven by local demand. This is classical grassroots integration, and the Ministry of Health includes homeopathy in United Primary Care. In Switzerland, following a 2009 referendum, complementary medicine was not only included in primary health care, but also included under compulsory health insurance. These examples shows that integration is not only possible, but already working in some or other part of the world. I will show in detail about India, as it is particularly very powerful institutionalization in India. As Akshay also presented yesterday, that how in India the Ayush system is very much integrated. And homeopathy is recognized as one of the 7 national medical systems. This is backed by an intensive academic structure, BHMS, which is Bachelor's in Homeopathy, which is 5.5 years studies, then a Master's, which is 3 years studies, then a PhD, which is 3 to 6 years studies, and very new DM super speciality program, which was introduced in May 2025, which is a very good example of government supporting research in homeopathy. This government-supported academic structure ensures that doctors are well-trained and well-learned. So as conclusion, what is required for, I just forgot to do this. This shows President of India. She was on World Homeopathy Day 2024. She was there and she encouraged research and research. So, as conclusion, what is required for a responsible integration? The future of integration requires government health policies, which should be solid and integrative with all the medical systems. Solid academic structures to train doctors, which is lacking in most of the countries. It is only few countries, they have a very solid structure of academy for doctors to train in particular alternative medicine like homeopathy, Ayurveda, and other. And innovative research models and transparent clinical and research documentation. Responsible integration of homeopathy is not just about alternative medicine, it is about ethical pluralism, a healthcare system that is diverse, transparent, and respectful of patient choice. So my key message is a balanced, well-required pluralism is both possible and necessary for patient safety and for global trust in healthcare. In the end, I would like to say, I am not a scientist or a researcher. I am just a simple homeopathic doctor who want to cure people. But it is a question to all of you, because I do not understand in all the countries like Germany, Italy, Czech Republic, and Poland, and until few years back in India also, the traditional medicine, which is a part of the country's culture since centuries, suddenly got vanished, and no government want to support it. I do not understand this, but I know what we can do as a homeopath. We can all stand true to our principles and stand together to change the 200-year-old myth status of homeopathy, that it is a placebo, and help people to heal with this beautiful science, which is completely based on natural laws and fixed principles. Sorry. Thank you so much for your time and attention. If you have any questions, I'm ready for it.
Thank you very much, Dr. Loya, for your presentation.